Should we teach our patients the code? Well, before we can even answer that question, but have a look at what is the code, or what is a code. Code is a way of living in the world, a choice or a decision of this is how I'm going to operate. Now, you may have a code that you live by. You may have a framework that you live by. But the code, as I was taught it, came down to 4 interesting ideas. 1, be real. Be real. What are the facts? What is the truth? Not the lies, not how I would like it to be, but the actual truth of what is going on. And that's very difficult because some of the stuff that is going on in my life, in people's lives, it's hard stuff. And it's nice just for it not to be. I can pretend that it's not going down like that. But the problem is that I'm now dealing in a land of bullshit, of fantasy. And it's not the actual problem. And so all of the effort that might go into fixing my life or fixing a patient's problem, it's wasted because we're not with the reality of what is. And then we've got raw. Raw what? Raw feelings. What are the feelings about the facts of life? Now, not all facts are bad. Many are good. In inverted commas, bad and good, whatever. But they have associated feelings that go with them. Some of it's embarrassing, horrible stuff. Some of it's incredibly powerful. I'm proud of my life. It's working at this level. But those two linked things, you see, the feelings are about the facts. But if I'm unwilling to tell the facts in the first place, then whatever my feelings are about something made up. They're not real anyway. So I've got to be willing to be truthful and then have feelings about that truth. And then from there, well, is it relevant? Not all things are relevant, even if they are true and even if they are powerful feelings about it. If it's not relevant to the situation, then what's the point of it? I'll tell you one of the points of not being relevant. It gets people to hide from what is going on. They don't have to deal with what is going on. And you'll see this in patients. Ask them a question and they'll talk about something else entirely over here. You're like, no, I want you to talk about this. Bring them back. Well, what's the reality about this? What do you feel about this? And again, they'll disappear off into something that is irrelevant and bring them back. And then finally, the results that they want in their life. But the results can only come from an ownership of what is real in the first place. If they want to be healthy, if they want to not have a liver that has transaminases and gamma GT through the roof, if they want to have relationships that work, if they want to be in a world that works for them, then the code is a way to get them there. And I think there's an assumption that people will operate like this, but they do not. We do not. We live in a world of fantasy and filters and 15 filters later and 75 shots later. And then it's like, oh, well, that's clearly a shot. But social media is a prime example of lies, of lying. This is what looks like's going on, but really, photo after photo of a relationship, a couple together, happy days, date nights, parties, and then suddenly out of nowhere, divorce, breakup. It was like, what was going on? Oh, you just hid all that stuff. But this wasn't taught to our patients. It's not taught to us even as doctors, really. It's not in the Hippocratic Oath. But is it of value? I would suggest it is. So, hey, this is the framework for how to operate in life. This is a valuable framework. What is real? What are the feelings about it? The raw feelings about what's real, keeping it relevant to what we're dealing with. And then finally, from that, opening up an opportunity for new results, new behaviors, new choices, new thinking, new actions. So it's an interesting question. What's your framework right now for you? And what's the framework for the patients? If you don't have one, then maybe try it on. Try on the code. Real, raw, relevant results. And it's going to be awkward. Because you know why? Because if I'm asking others to tell the truth, guess what I got to do? I got to live by the truth and the facts and the feelings that are associated with my life. It's no easy task. No easy task. That's all I got for you today. Hope you have an awesome day. Look forward to catching you again. See you then.